Hi guys, I'm here with Eleanor today and we're going to be interviewing her a little bit about the digital media program and what it is to her. So if you could introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you do.
Hello, my name is Eleanor and I've been in the digital media program for a little while now. I started back in high school and I'm a freshman now here at the college, and I've been having a lot of fun learning all about the digital media program and getting these new skills to help me.
What made you interested in digital media in the first place?
So I tried out a couple different career options, and we had our senior project that was some job shadowing. And after going through all sorts of different options, I was interested in forensics, I was interested in teaching. Eventually I did land on digital media. And for me, it was just because it was so much more creative than all the other options I'd seen. And I really wanted to explore more of that in this big technological world.
I gotcha. So in the whole world of technological design, what would you say fits you the most?
I really like the more creative aspects of this major. I really appreciated the chance to work on some illustrations in several of the classes we took. I really liked using Illustrator, Photoshop, things like that, where I can make my own unique designs, and so that's really what pulled me into the major in the first place.
Would it be more like marketing, animation?
I'm really interested in animation and different 3D modeling effects, especially for movies and TV shows. That's really something that I'd love to be able to go into.
Would it be kind of like anime style, or what kind of style do you think you would shoot for?
I really do like the 2D animation styles. We have lots of different studios. Animation especially is going through a lot of progress and sort of unique innovations right now. We obviously had Into the Spider-Verse that showed a whole new world of animation, and that kind of painted on look that was replicated in TV shows like Arcane. So I'd be really interested in being able to work on some projects like that and see how far that'll go.
I actually find that awesome, just because I've seen some of the work that goes into just animation. Does it intimidate you at all, just how much is in it, how long you have to spend on it, or is that all part of the fun for you?
I wouldn't say it's part of the fun necessarily. It is a lot of work, and it takes a lot of determination to do something like drawing these panels over and over again for 2D animation, or working so hard on these 3D models. But I think that in the end, the product that you get from it is so incredible that it makes it worth it.
God. So in that sense, have you explored the animatic or the storyboard version?
I make storyboards a lot just for fun. Animatics take a bit more effort. I've tried. It's not something that I'm naturally good at, so that is something I'm going to have to work and practice at if I do want to get into that industry. But they can be a lot of fun, and they're certainly a lot of fun to watch.
Gotcha. Do you hand draw them, or do you use like a...
I hand draw them for the most part. Occasionally I'll link them up to sprites, but for the most part it's drawing panel by panel, slide by slide.
That's awesome. Well, would you say you already have a style to your work, or are you still working on that?
A big part of art is trying things out, and you have to learn the basics, and then as you get a mastery over those, your own style starts to develop. So I wouldn't say that I'm experienced enough in this particular field to develop my own style yet, but at some point I do hope that'll happen.
Cool. Is there anybody that inspires you to do all your work?
There have been a lot of artists that I've seen in different studios and stuff. I wouldn't say that there is one person or studio that has put something out there that I was like, I want to go into this industry because of that. It's more of just seeing all the amazing work that people have brought into the world and shared across social media that really made me think I would like to be a part of that.
Gotcha. So I have heard you say in previous conversations that you really like the Spider-Verse. So I'm guessing you take a lot from that as well and really resonate with some of that work.
I am a big fan of Into the Spider-Verse. It is one of my favorite movies of all time, and Across the Spider-Verse obviously pushed that animation style even farther. And I would say that one of the biggest mediums in art for me is, in fact, comic books, which obviously that being a Spider-Man movie and having that art style, it drew a lot from the comics, and that was just incredible to see. And I've been reading more and more comics and just appreciating different art styles and things and sort of absorbing that into my own work.
Furthering on in the future, what are you hoping to do? What are your dreams?
Like I said, I'd really like to go into animation or some stage of film or TV production. I think that'd be really cool. But to be honest, there are so many things that I'm interested in, and most of them are more creative fields. Like, for example, writing and illustrating comics, or writing one of those big fantasy novels that I like to read so much. So I am going to spend my life trying out as many things that I can possibly attempt in my lifespan, and just seeing where that takes me.
As you should. I mean, there's so many options, and it sounds like you're a great artist, so you might as well explore your options while you're there. And with that, if you could master any skill, what would it be?
Skill. That is a very good question. I would love to be able to master a visual storytelling medium. So whether that be in comic panels or in animation, being able to get my point across in a visual medium, that is something that I want to get really, really good at. So I'd say that's it.
That's good. For my final and last question, if you could give any advice to upcoming freshmen or anybody who wants to get into this field, what would it be?
I would say that my advice to freshmen, all of those coming into the fields, would just be to keep trying everything out. It's hard work, and no one really starts out good at it. But if you try and persevere through all the challenges or difficulties of your own work, then eventually you get to a point where you start to really enjoy what you're doing. And if you don't enjoy what you're doing, then maybe consider pursuing something else. But I think it's important that you give it your best shot first before changing what could be a really excellent opportunity.
All right, well, thank you so much for coming in today and answering some of my questions. I hope to see some of your work in the future, and I know you got it in you.
All right.
And that's
Thanks
it.
for having me.
Thank you, guys.